Hi, FlossTube. Welcome to our channel.
Yep.
Just Keep Stitching. I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie. You did it all wrong, Pam. All wrong.
Do you want to start again?
No, I don't.
She doesn't want to start again.
I was ready. You were not.
You want to do the official opening?
Yes, please.
Hi, FlossTube. I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching, episode 39.
We're going to have it easy today. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 39 because math.
Because math.
Yep.
Welcome to Just Keep Stitching. Welcome to our channel.
Well, we've said it 3 times now, so you should know where you're at by now.
I hope you feel very welcome.
I hope you do.
It's a beautiful day here in Southwest Ohio. The sun is coming in the windows and the skylights and everywhere in between. We're just very lit up.
It is 50 degrees here.
It's a beautiful day in March.
Hello.
Welcome to our channel.
Yeah.
That's 4.
4 welcomes. It's like having a bunch of stitching welcomes.
We're a little punchy. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. We got sleep last night. So how are you? Our week was
Hope
good.
you had a great week.
Yep.
We had a great week.
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
except for the last few days, I hurt my back again. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I threw my back out. How long ago was that when I did that?
Well, you were okay at the shop on Friday.
Right, I know, but I'm saying the last time that I did it.
I don't know.
I think it was like January or something I did that. I threw my back out.
I don't know.
And then I was like, okay, at the shop on Friday. And then,
but then that night you said it was
and then when I got out of the car, when we got home, I was like, oh, my back hurts. And it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. So it's not as agonizing as it was the previous back.
Yeah, last time she was like hardly walking.
I was like Granny Girl last time.
This time it doesn't seem so bad, so we're just
hoping and praying.
Advil and heating pad.
Right. Yes.
And so other than that,
our week was fabulous.
We had another fabulous stitching week. Starting with
Tuesday, was it right?
Tuesday evening. Yep. We had a StitchCon meeting over at the shop.
We did. We hung out with Nicole,
with
and
Barbara and Lynn and Nicole and Sue Hillis.
Yeah.
And we talked about where we stand.
Right.
And people that have been pulled off the wait list, which is super exciting.
Yes.
And
so thank you to all of you that have gotten off the wait list and have paid your invoices. And there's like just this handful of spots that people have been invoiced that haven't been paid yet. And so people, when I invoice you, when Barbara invoices you, you have a week to pay.
Right.
And then
which is totally reasonable.
Legitimate with 80 something people on a wait list.
Absolutely.
So thank you to all of those people who have paid quickly. That's really exciting. And also we wanted to clarify some things. So there's really not technically a schedule of events yet. It's more, like there's not going to be any classes. There's not going to be any seminars. It's basically just like a hang out and stitch with people.
Correct.
With other stitchers. Kind of weekend. There's going to be like little things here and there. There's going to be, a quote unquote annex where there's going to be trunk shows that you can buy stuff from. But there's no real like schedule. There's going to be some giveaways, but nothing is like concrete. Like you have to be here.
We're talking about some activities.
Right.
Some kind of mixer type activities, not anything heavy, or imposing, or
required,
inconvenient, or anything. We keep it on the positive,
and we keep it on the casual,
and easygoing, easy peasy, that kind of thing.
So one of the activities that
it's something on my glasses. Excuse me.
You're excused. So one of the quote unquote activities that we have come up with, and we mentioned
I'm back.
Hi, this is my mom, Pterodactyl. Is a smalls exchange. First and foremost, totally not required. If you want to come to StitchCon,
this is optional, people.
And
optional.
Not want to take part in the smalls exchange, that's fine with us. However, the more people that partake, the more fun it is. So basically what the constraint of the smalls exchange is that it can be no larger than 6 by 6 inches. So we thought that was like, I mean, we're not going to like kick you in the face if it's like 7 by 7, but like You know what I'm saying? So it just needs to be small. So we're talking biscornu, we're talking pillow finish, we're talking ornaments, we're talking small drums, we're talking needle rolls, we're talking strawberries, we're like any sort of small.
And here's another tip. You don't have to be the finisher.
Right.
And if you are not the finisher, make sure you allow time to get it to your finisher and get it back to you before you leave for StitchCon.
Correct.
I'm having to keep that in mind as well. Mm-hmm. So and Stephanie as well.
Right.
So, you know the dates of StitchCon, and you know when you're coming to Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. And so back that up to enough time to allow your finisher or your seamstress or whomever to do that for you so that you have a finished ornament. And we did say that we are going to ask people to bring them wrapped.
Correct.
Right?
So they do need
Gift
to be
wrapped.
They do need to be fully finished, and they
Correct.
do need to be packaged in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So whether it's in a box and wrapped or in a gift bag or whatever.
Drawstring bag, whatever, however you want to do it.
Right.
So it has to be completely covered. Concealed.
Correct. So basically how the Smalls Exchange is going to work is that anyone who wishes to partake in the Smalls Exchange, we don't know what day during the weekend or time over the weekend it's going to be yet. We haven't gotten that far. But basically how it's going to work is that everyone that wants to partake in the Smalls Exchange brings their fully finished object that is wrapped to wherever we have it.
The stitching room.
Right, the stitching room. And then every item will be numbered. So there's 150 people coming, but let's just say that there's 10, just to make it easy. So then the items will be numbered 1 through 10.
Right.
Then there'll be a bowl with numbers, and then you pass the bowl around and you pull a number out. And whatever number you get is the item that you get.
Obviously, you draw again if you get your own number.
Correct. That's the valid point. So, we're not going to be total jerks, make you take what you made home. That would be rude.
That'd be stupid.
That would be really stupid. So that's going to be basically how it works. We have had some people suggest that we do it white elephant style, like you trade. That worked really well at the Minnesota retreat. But there were 40 people in Minnesota. There's 150 people coming to Cincinnati. So let's say that all 150 people decide to partake. That's like a lot of trading, and it could take all day. And so, we want it to be fun and be enjoyable for people, and we don't want there to be arguing or whatever. We don't want it to take up your entire afternoon either. So that's a Smalls Exchange. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability, just like Danielle says. Also, as a friendly reminder, there is a closed StitchCon 2018 Facebook group. So, if you, are coming to StitchCon, you are a paid confirmed member. Myself and my mom are admins of said group. It's a place to go ask questions, post pictures, of like maybe the small that you're working on. That's fine. You can do that too. It doesn't have to be a total surprise. And then look for roommates and that kind of stuff. So it's basically just all things StitchCon 2018.
Right.
And so all you have to do is go to Facebook and search in the top for Stitch-Con 2018.
Right.
Enter. And then you will there's a request button, and then I will go through as the admin and I will check the confirmed list of people. And if you are a paid confirmed attendee, I will approve your request. I think we have 100 or 99
Yeah, just
people.
about everybody's found the group and joined up and shared information and talked about how excited / nervous or anxious they might be about coming to StitchCon if it's their first stitching retreat, and how honored we are that we are your first. That's fabulous. And we also, what else did we talk about at the meeting without giving things away? But we talked about transportation issues.
Yep. So I did want to say too, and that Nicole Buckeye-Stitcher, who, as you all know, is part of our planning committee, she is kind of in charge or the head of.
She's going to coordinate that.
Coordinator of transportation to and from the airport and to and from like shuttles to the shop during the weekend.
From La Quinta.
From La Quinta, yeah, exactly. Right. So, if you are coming,
which is going to be open throughout StitchCon.
Correct. So, if you are wondering about ride shares to the airport, like, she's not going to come get you if you're all by yourself. Hate to tell you that. But if you are coming from Texas and you know 5 other people or 2 other people or whatever, there's a small group of you that is all going to be flying into Cincinnati at the same time. And you all can meet up, and not Nicole, but someone will come pick you up. I think Miss Nicole's boyfriend. It's not like some random stranger.
Well, if we pursue perhaps having a van available all weekend,
right?
That's one idea we're playing with.
She's seeing if there's going to be interest.
That's all Nicole's department, and I think that in the Stitch Con 2018 Facebook group, you can find Nicole's email regarding transportation, and
Correct.
if you have direct questions regarding transportation, that's where you need to go to pursue that.
If you are someone who is not on Facebook, you can contact Nicole through her YouTube channel or through Instagram. So, But by Stitcher.
Right.
So I think that's all the StitchCon news for this week.
That's all we're going to reveal anyway, because there's lots more. But anyway, that's it. So that was Tuesday night.
That was Tuesday night. Thursday
night was third Thursday of the month. Believe it or not, we're at the third Thursday of March, and we all went over to Panera in Milford, Ohio. And we had a nice group over there.
We did.
And
we sat with Crystal.
We sat with Crystal and Connie and
Tina's friend Connie.
Yep.
And Connie learned how to stitch on even weave on Thursday night.
I got her started on even weave.
How to do that. Arlene was there, and Lisa,
Marsha,
Elizabeth.
Yeah, the usual crowd. Yeah, and it was fun. We had a lot of laughs.
We did,
and always a good time over there. It's nice because if you are coming from work or just want to eat outside your own kitchen, you can always get a sandwich or soup or something like that, or salad.
It was a good time
at Panera.
Yeah.
Okay, and then,
and Sharon and Tony came too.
Oh yeah, Sharon and Tony.
Duh, Pam.
All right, so
then Friday.
We
came home on Thursday, went to bed, and then Friday we woke up and we went to the shop
because it was Friday. So so we were back at the shop on Friday afternoon, and all the market stuff was off the table and put near the front of the store, and we had a really good time. We saw a few of the same people we saw Thursday night. A lot of people are meandering in, and that's great.
Yep.
A couple of gals drove from Chillicothe, and I didn't catch your names, but you said hi to us and did some shopping, and that's great.
They were a mother-daughter team too.
Yeah, and so to whoever was at Keepsakes on Friday from Chillicothe, hello.
I know, it was kind of a madhouse in there on Friday.
Yeah, it gets a little nuts.
Yeah.
And a good friend Vicky came in, and more about that later. And so we've had, our usual stitchy fun. Let me tell you.
It's fun. Wherever we are. It's always fun.
So anyway, besides that, in our spare time, we stitch.
Right, in our spare time.
So.
Whatever. In my spare time, I sleep.
Anyway, I go first?
What does the note say, Pam?
The notes say I go first.
Then you go first.
So, we had, what is it called? Haunted 13 stitching? What is it called?
Dark 13 stitching.
Dark 13 stitching on the 13th of the month. And so I pulled out my bite night. And that is this pattern right here. It's from our ever-loving Prairie Moon. Seriously, this is so fun. Yep, Prairie Moon. This covers a couple of categories for me, of course, because the sign says Bloody Mary's free after midnight.
It's sunset, but that's fine.
Oh, sunset. I thought it was midnight sunset. I haven't stitched it yet, or I would know that.
Yes, you have. You've literally stitched the word sunset.
Oh, yeah, I have.
So, as you'll see here.
In a moment. So, I picked it out of the stash pile, and
this fabric
is from Chromatic Alchemy.
28 count.
28 count.
Tempest.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
okay.
Boy. Look at them.
So, isn't this cool?
So
So what I ended up doing is finishing up Bunny's back stitching eyes, put her lovely smile in there, her artistic earrings. Then I went up and did the chandelier, shall we say, candelabra, did the skulls for that, and then I went over and started the sign that does say, it's going to say, Bloody Mary's free after sunset. I am doing this on the fabric that Stephanie just mentioned, and I am using the Belle Soie silks. And it's a fun project, really fun project. I know prairie moons are hard to come by, and I
never noticed her like little things on her neck.
Yeah, her bones.
Yeah, bones. Yeah,
bones.
Yeah, that one.
This has been promised to someone, so
cool.
That's who we'll go to next. So the rest of my Stitchy week was taken up with the sale that I'm doing with Cheryl from Portland, Maine. And it's Beachy Mood by Cricket Collection, and that's what this is here. Beachy Mood, designed by Vicki Hastings, pictured with kind of a mint green cloth. Nope. The other problem for Cheryl and I with this design is that on top of the E, there is perched a sitting pelican. Cheryl and I are Maine girls. We don't do pelicans.
Nope.
At least we kind of mutually, without really conferring, but we sort of both agreed that we
not like hating on pelicans. They're just not
we
in
don't
Maine.
have pelicans in Maine, and so you got to be true to yourself.
Correct.
So when I first started thinking about stitching this, my brilliant daughter came up with the idea that perhaps there was something in another cross-eyed cricket chart that would have the same styling as Beachy Mood. And sure enough, it was a design that actually I've stitched, and it's been framed and it hangs on my wall all the time.
Because my thought was that she wanted to change a pelican, obviously. She's like, I can just chart something. And my worry was that it wasn't going to look distinctly cricket.
Right.
So that's where the idea came from, was we have 1,000 nautical themed crickets, either stitched or in our stash.
Right.
And I'm like, pick something. And this is what she came up with.
So what I came up with is, this is my...
Dusty.
No. This is my summer place from Cross-Eyed Cricket that, like I said, hangs in the house all the time. And I love this piece. I love it because it's obviously reminds me of summer in Maine. And so also pretty. I love the Adirondack chairs. And the motif that I stole for Beachy Mood was a line of waves and this sailboat right here. So Stephanie took the graph paper and counted it all out, knowing what we had.
Because she took a picture of it and then printed the picture off that was like super zoomed in, and I was able to take that and put that, because you can't, like, just to make it centered.
Yeah, to center it on top of the E, to take the place of the pelican. So as of about 10 minutes ago, this is where I am with Beachy Mood. And
wow, holy hell, you got that bee stitched in like 3 seconds.
Okay, so as you can see, hold up this end, Steph.
Gotcha.
No, where it's dark on camera or something. There we go. So you can see that I took the line of waves at the top of the E and centered it, and then placed the sailboat on top. And we used 3865 for the sailboat sails The E is ecru, so it really pops on top of the E. And
I think it's cute as hell.
I love it. I really, really love it.
That's awesome.
So, not much more left for me to go on this. But because it is a stitch along, I will probably put it away.
And wait for Cheryl.
And alternate with
question?
Something else. What?
See the stripes on that shell?
Yeah.
Did you stitch them in columns?
Yeah.
So did you do all of one color?
Yeah.
And then the other one?
Yeah, that's what stitching in columns would do.
Okay, first of all, don't be a smart ass. Second of all, you didn't like do these 4 stitches and then tie it off and then
I did tie it off.
Okay, so
I didn't carry.
You didn't carry. Thank you.
Is that your question?
That was my question.
I did not carry. Which perhaps
I would not have either, which is why I asked. Just to make sure that I learned that lesson well at Pam's School of Needlework.
Yeah.
Pam, you're good at stitching.
No.
You're really good at stitching, I'm just saying. She's really good at stitching. Like, look at these friggin' stitches on this friggin' shell. Look at those stitches on that shell. Stop it, Pam.
Whatever.
She's good at stitching. I'm just saying, if y'all have any, I don't know what I was going to say. I'm so speechless.
You've just lost your train of thought.
I did, because she's so good at cross stitch.
So that's what I've been working on this week.
You ever just look at your stitching and you go, I'm really good at cross stitch? I do sometimes.
Anyway.
Just saying. So my whips, right? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
P.S. I forgot. Oh, Pam, we forgot.
What? Well, I was going to lead into that, but I didn't know whether you wanted to go to that thing next. Whoops. There goes our light, folks. We're back.
Okay, so who was it that asked about this?
A number of people have.
Oh, to show the backs of our work?
All right, so people have asked us, can we see the backs of your
cross stitch?
Cross stitch. So I'm going first, and I'll use this piece as an example.
Yeah, show the other one.
So this is the back of Beachy Mood.
See? Basically, it looks exactly like the front.
So that's the back of mine.
And then this is the back of...
For what it's worth.
Prairie Moon. Or Bright Night. Basically looks exactly like the front. There you go. Yeah. So,
okay, so you can show your whip, and then you can show
my back.
Show your booty.
My booty. My booty. Okay, so I have a finish this week, which I'll get to in a second. But because I had that finish, I was motivated to pull this out and finish this. So I thought I would finish it this morning. Long story, I'll tell you in a second. So this is the She Believed. This light is like creating a shadow. There we go. This is the She Believed She Could by Lizzie Kate. I am doing the top one right there. Okay. And it says, everything changed the day she figured out there was exactly enough time for the important things in life. Cool, right? Cool. It's number 180. And I am not planning on doing this. So, I think that phrase is overused, personally. So, I'll literally have this done this afternoon. I'll have this done before this video uploads. Just saying.
What does it say?
It says, everything changed the day she figured out there was exactly enough time for the important thing. Life. Thin life. For the important thin life. So I just have a G, an S, an I, and an N, and then I'm done.
And what fabric is that?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that. I can tell you that it's 28 count.
It's from Under the Sea.
Under the Sea. It's a Lugana, not Joblin. I have no idea. Leslie, any idea? Leslie.
We've just forgot.
Well, yeah, I have another piece of this, I think, somewhere in my stuff. I bought it at Tierra last.
Calypso? No.
I don't know. But it's got, you can see it's got yellows and pinks and white in there. And I don't know, it just pops off this fabric. I just said, I'm going to stitch it on this.
Yeah.
I did make a couple substitutions for thread. This dark blue up here is supposed to be blackboard. By Weeks, I used blue corn by Crescent Colors. Where's the basket? See this basket over here? That was supposed to be in Bright Leaf. I used Bramble Bush. Bright Leaf is Weeks. Bramble Bush is Classic Colorworks. And then the light blue, which you can really see the variegation in the border at the bottom. That was supposed to be Weeks Jaybird, and I used Classic Colorworks Tyler Boy Blue. So, I love it. Everything else is colorful. So, as you can see, and there's an error in here, but I'm not going to tell you where it is. And that error is what caused me to not finish just before this video. Right. So, this is what the back looks like for those of you that are wanting to know.
I'm just making a note to myself.
That's fine. Yep. It's funny because it's backwards to you guys, but it's straight on to us. So, not bad, huh? Not bad. And then, and then, my finish.
Stephanie has a finish. Ding, 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 ding.
Ring a bell or something.
We need a bell.
This cat over here. I can't.
Yeah.
Well, since we moved our furniture around a few weeks ago, Mo just likes to come in the middle of the room and just lay on her belly with all of her femaleness.
You know what I was thinking?
Exposed. What?
You know, I did take a picture of our stitchy spots after we got rid of the sofa.
Yeah.
So maybe we could insert a picture of our stitchy spots. Ha ha ha.
So if we do, here. Okay. That's to make the video longer because we don't have really very much to tell you today. Okay, so
We're trying to stretch it.
So you guys know that last week I had started this At Our House number K62 by Lizzie Kate. Cool. And I've been gifted this by my lovely friend Katie, and it came with the threads, and she had some fabric in her stash that worked, and so I started it.
And she finished it.
And then I finished it.
Son of a gun.
Finally done.
So it took you a week?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A week
to stitch. But like literally, as soon as I started this, I didn't stitch on anything else.
Yeah.
Like I literally just stitched this straight every night this week. So this is on a 28 count beige Lugano. Like there's nothing special, but there it goes. So at our house, we do real, we do mistakes, we do I'm sorry, we do do-overs, we do fun, don't we, Pam?
Oh, yeah.
We do forgiveness.
All the time.
We do loud really well. We do hugs. We do patience. We do family. And we do love. There is a white bottom border that I did not do because I didn't like it. So, plus there's no top border. So it just looks better to me like without it. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. It's mine, so I can do what I want.
Right.
And because this, I know it looks like a lot now that I'm like looking at it, but I typically like 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches on my borders, and this is 2 at most. And so on Friday, when we went over to the shop, I actually finished this at the shop on Friday, and then picked out my frame for it. So I already know what the frame is going to be, and then I told Barbara, I was like, I'll bring it back next week so I can show it on the video.
Yeah, I just worried that if we didn't have Barbara and Joe frame it, that if we went to someone that really didn't know what they were doing, that little margin at the top and bottom might pose a problem. But we know Barbara and Joe can handle that. So holy cow.
This is my back. There you go.
Yeah.
Lots of words this week.
Lots of words.
Yeah. big on that. So I'm really happy with this finish, and this already has been promised to someone. I'm passing the stash on this. It was gifted to me, so it's the best thing I can do is to gift it to somebody else. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
So there's that.
So that brings us to
mail call.
Mail call. All right. And I want you to know.
I don't have any mail call this week, and I don't have any
Look
haul.
at this adorable card.
Fact.
All right. Look at this adorable card.
I'm obsessed with this card.
This card is the best. This is from our friend Tiffany, known as Tiffin Stitches. Snail mail. Get it? Get it?
It's a snail with mail.
A lovely, lovely note. And she's
She's 30 years old too, just like me.
She is Tiffin Stitches on both Instagram and YouTube.
So I think technically it's Tiff in Stitches.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be thought of.
Because you would abbreviate Tiffany to Tiff. Often.
Correct.
But isn't that the cutest card?
I love it. I'm obsessed.
I love that card. That's going in our card box. She, let's see. She contacted me. I can't remember how she contacted me.
It was Instagram Messenger.
And she was at her LNS. And where does she live?
She's Pacific Northwest. Look where her card's at. 3 Stitches.
Oh, that's right.
No, she's
No,
not.
no.
She's not.
She's in Spring, Texas.
Texas. That's
She's in Spring, Texas.
Let's not talk like that ever again.
Why? That's how they talk in Spring,
I
Texas.
know, but that's how they talk. That's not how you talk, Pam.
And she found some more photo booth. She found some more photo booth for me.
Except I might do
And
that was a cake.
And a Lizzie Kate I was looking for. And she said, do you want me to pick them up for you? And I was like, yes.
Duh.
And then I said, just let me know what I owe you, girlfriend. And look what she found. She was at 3 Stitches. I got to take this card out before I show you what she got me. Hold, please. Because we love brick and mortar. We love brick and mortar.
3 Stitches.
3 Stitches in Spring, Texas.
Count across stitch, needlepoint, hardanger, and classes. And
classes.
Capital letters.
Yeah. It looks like they have a website. And
they do late night Tuesdays.
And it looks like they're run. The shop is run by Pamela K. Brazel or Brazel. Don't know which, but we know how to say Pamela. Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
So look at the photo booth she got. Sorry for the glare if there's glare on these, but these are priceless. This one is Frankenboo. Now, you guys know why I like photo booths, right? You saw my Winter Olympics project, and it was
Flag and Friends.
Flag and Friends with Uncle Sam and Baldy. Love that.
Hi, FlossTube.
Oh, yeah. Lots of people wanted to see Mosey. There's Mosey. She's such a good girl.
She is.
I call her my pretty girl.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, she's just... Oh, that's enough. That's enough.
I don't like being in the public eye.
Okay, so that's why I love photo booths.
Yeah. Because they're funny.
Bent Creek, they're hysterical.
This is the one I might.
This is called Frank and Boo. So, obviously, Frankenstein, Boo is the name of the ghost.
You know what I realized, which I think is kind of weird, is how in the second block, it's like lime green. Why isn't lime green in that one?
We'll figure it out by the time we stitch it.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know. It comes with fabric and 4 little black buttons.
And she kitted it up for us.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. That's what's in the Chevron bag.
Oh, no. This is for...
Frankenboo.
It is for Frankenboo?
Yes, Pam.
I am so sorry, Tiffany.
I wanted to throw in something as a gift, so the Frankenboo...
That's right. I remember now. That's right. So look, Tiffany went and got me all the overdyes in this bag.
See him in there? See him?
See him? For Frankenboo. I'm so sorry. Chalk it up to
old age.
Gray hair. All right. So, I'm set to start Frankenboo.
Unless I'm going to stitch spring.
I don't know. I don't know.
We might have to flip a coin.
I think she contacted me.
Fine.
Here's another fun one. It's Fall Friends, and this is, what would you say? An owl
and a cat.
And a cat.
An owl and a pussycat.
I think you could do this one, since it has a cat.
Okay, fine.
Also, fabric and the white star, which goes
on his right here.
Oh yeah, like it's his
sheriff star.
Like he's a sheriff. Who knows? They're just so funny.
They are.
There you go. And the third one is the one I really, really, really wanted. Not that I don't love the other two.
Really wanted.
But Cheryl from Portland, Maine, and I talked about maybe doing a sal for this one. This is Pilgrim House because, you know, we're New England girls.
What does that have to do with that?
Well, that's where the first Thanksgiving was. Don't snort at me. Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny? And then the
turkey and the pilgrim.
And then they're friends at the end.
And then they're all happy.
I think it's funny.
First, he's up on the pilgrim's head with the pumpkin. Oh my God, it's hysterical. 4 frames.
So cute.
Adorable.
Love it.
Fabric.
Embellishment.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's a lot of beads in that one.
Yeah, they're hysterically fun.
They're not really a lot of beads.
And then,
like
we had just been talking about this at the shop with our friend Jan.
I know.
Look what she found me. Liberty for all. Look at this Lizzie Kate.
Bring it in closer, Pam.
Bring it in, people. Hold on. There you go. There you go, maybe.
Look at the watermelon.
The watermelon, he's got a fork in one hand, and he's got the fork in the slice of watermelon.
It's adorable.
In the other hand, he's holding like a torch, like Statue of Liberty kind of torch.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Is that not hysterical?
Super cute.
Oh, my God.
It calls for a whisper in his beard, which I think is weird.
The gold stars
are his cuffs.
No, they go on his lapel.
Oh, pardon me.
And then the other buttons go on his cuffs.
Right.
So Liberty for all. So fun! Oh my gosh. That is just going to be so fun to do.
What was the other one that it said?
What?
Oh, the Rainbow Gallery Nordic Gold.
Yeah, something. Here, stick that in there so we don't...
Yes, ma'am.
So that was all from Tiffany, who sent the snail mail. And all the extra thread.
Stitches.
Go watch Tiff and Stitches. Okay.
Next.
Audrey. Audrey contacted us and said that she had a booklet and it made her think of me. Audrey is in Oregon.
She's a Pacific Northwest. Her LNS is Acorns and Threads, I do believe.
Acorns and Threads. And look at that beautiful shot
of Mount Hood. And Lost Lake.
Lost Lake in the foreground. Mount Hood.
Beautiful.
That's a beautiful shot. Thank you, Audrey, for the beautiful postcard.
Audrey is on Instagram and YouTube, StitchyWitch42.
And she sent this great book, Designs by Thomas Tawnyhill, from the lovely Leisure Arts. And
show them the back one, too.
Yep. Nice big one there. Like that scroll, that parchment. That's very cool. And 8 designs.
It says it's called Seaside Sentinels. Is that what it says?
It's called Seaside Sentinels.
It is. Only a year on that bad boy.
Yeah. So here's some more of the designs.
Seaside Sentinels.
Lots of Seaside Sentinels.
What is a Seaside Sentinel?
I don't know, but they're damn cute. Lovely.
Love this because it's a lovely Leisure Arts.
Because it's from the lovely Leisure Arts.
It is.
That's right. So, thank you, Audrey. Very thoughtful of you. Came super quick, and I really appreciate it. So,
we have a Just Keep Stitching first.
Not in the mail, but in person.
Oh, yeah.
Our lovely finisher, Jan.
Yep.
Is going through her stuff, her sister's stuff, and just things that I think Pam might be interested. And I have this on borrow. See, post it to remind me who it really belongs to. But Primitive Needle.
But last week, like you said, the Primitive Needle people.
Well, they're hard to come by.
They are
because
really hard.
Unfortunately, the poor woman passed away. Oh. But she brought several, and I picked this one out of the several that she brought. It's Mystic Sampler from the Primitive Needle.
I love it.
Look at all the fun motifs there. That's going to be a blast to stitch. I particularly love...
the tombstone.
Of course, the tombstone. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the candle, and I like the key, and this crookedy old Halloween looking tree. Crookedy tree.
Crookedy old tree.
Oh, there's another key.
Here, do you want to know a fun story?
I don't know.
Jan had that stack of 4 or 5 primitive needles, right?
Right.
And she came over to me, and she was like, I thought you might be interested in them. And she was like, so just let me know when you're interested in stitching them, and you can borrow it. I was like, okay. This was the one I picked out. And then she showed Pam the stack, and Pam just took it.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching you,
So,
Pam.
you know. Well, we mentioned that our friend Vicki came up, surprised us, stayed a couple of hours. She lives way down in Florence, Kentucky, so it's a little bit of a drive for her. And it was a delight to see her. We hadn't seen her in a while. And she presents me with this. Look at this lovely project bag. She knows I love blue. I have a blue kitchen. She knows I love blue. Look at the inside. She is a lovely seamstress and made me this and added this special touch of the ribbon that looks like a measuring tape. Is that not the cutest thing?
So cute.
So we're getting ready for Mania and we're thinking about organization. So there you go. Lovely. Thank you, Vicki. Love you so much. And enjoyed seeing you on Friday. But isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. I just love it.
Oh my God.
So, anyway, guess what? We have no haul.
None.
We're
not
being
a damn
so
thing.
good. We're being so good.
Don't worry. It's just because orders haven't come in yet. That's really all.
A little homework from last week. We got lots of responses on the blob, the kit of the United States that I had picked up on eBay, I guess it was.
Yeah.
And really couldn't figure out what the blob was that was coming down from the Great Lakes between Indiana and Ohio. And we have concluded that those of you who guessed electric guitar for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland
are correct.
Right. Also,
thank you all to all of you who put in your input.
Right. And then going way back, a little follow-up on...
Way back to 3 weeks ago.
Way back, because lots happen in our world.
Please.
Is that Barbara had told us ahead of market that there was going to be a class of sorts on FlossTube at market in Nashville. And lots of people wanted to hear what that was all about and what Barbara's take on it was. And so I did remember to ask her a few days ago, and she said that it was kind of strange. There were very few people there. I don't know whether Sue Hillis went or not. Sue Hillis,
I think so, yeah.
Knew the woman from other classes.
I think she did, but I'm not positive.
I know that Paula was there from Craft Gallery in Findlay. And I really don't know any big details. My impression from Barbara was that the woman who gave the class really didn't know as much about FlossTube as you would have expected. But that it was more or less a discussion more than a presentation or a class.
Right.
And Barbara happened to mention that she does keep a tablet running in the shop in the background, tuned to FlossTube and the channels that we recommend. But she literally sat there with a pad of paper and just heard everybody out. It wasn't really a lesson. It wasn't necessarily a strong marketing presentation. It was kind of, not to be overcritical, but it was sort of a dud. Yeah. And I don't know whether you saw someone post on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
It was Tony Weiss.
Oh, it was Tony Weiss.
Tony Stitch Inky.
Yeah. Tony Stitch NKY was up at Craft Gallery because her sister lives up there apparently. So they went into the monthly stitching at Craft Gallery. And Paula was having a TV screen installed for viewing during stitching, and we were on the monitor.
We were.
So Tony couldn't help but take a picture.
She's a high standard. I appreciate
because
that.
we know Tony from being down in this area.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Tony lives in Northern Kentucky.
So I know that you all were like kind of looking forward to us reporting back as to what that thing was about, and it really didn't land anything exciting.
Right.
So.
But anyway, perhaps one thing that came out of the meeting was that Paula got the idea about having a monitor to show FlossTube from Barbara. Perhaps. So it was more of a brainstorming session. I don't think anything heavy duty came out of it, and I don't think anybody needs to be too concerned about it.
True. Sad boat.
Right. So,
another thing that we did this week that I should have mentioned, I guess, in our Stitchy Week, and when I say we, I mean I, is that, okay, so at this point, you all know that we're doing Mania. How we are approaching it, I know there's a bunch of different ways that you can approach it, is that we are each doing 18 new starts for the first 18 days of May. So for anyone that's maybe not on Facebook and doesn't know, isn't on Facebook and has no idea what the hell we're talking about. Mania is the Facebook group Stitch Mania actually started years ago for the event of Mania. So because it is 2018, that means that for the first 18 days of May, you traditionally do 18 new starts. Traditionally. So I have our friend Heather, she's doing 9 new starts and 9 whips. There's people that are doing 18 ornaments. There's people that are doing, you can do whatever. Right. So, but it's something new for the first 18 days, basically. So you change it every day. Right. So knowing that, so we, probably, I want to say like October.
Yeah.
Or maybe even September, we decided that we were going to do Mania. Right. And so we both sat down, went through our stashes, and picked out our 18 pieces. And then we started kitting them out. And we started getting the floss. And after we got all the floss, then we picked all of our fabric. At this point, we both have all of our 18 projects have fabric, have all the floss. And
do you want to run over and get one of the whip trackers to show them?
Yeah, I'm going to pause the video.
Hold, please. Okay. And we're back.
Right. Okay, so we bought these. This is Mom's. And this is mine. And these are whip trackers from So Much to Love.
Right.
So, we bought them with the intention of using them for Mania, just to keep track of everything. And so when you purchase them,
you get the filler pages.
See, they're like these little tiny 3-ring binders is what they are.
Right.
And then, So Much to Love You, there's a bunch of fabrics you can pick out for them. I picked this one out, obviously. And then these pages come in them.
Right.
And see, they say So Much to Love. And, so now you guys know what I'm going to start on the first. So the start date, then there's a project bag, the charts, and then the fabric, the scissors, the needle minder, and then notes at the bottom. Right. So I went through after we both had picked out all of our projects and filled out all of the pages in mine and all the pages in Mom's. We have way more extra pages than, like, it's not like there's only 18 pages in here. There's probably like 30 or 40 pages. And then we put them in order. So what I did this week was, I did mostly on Friday, was that I sat down with the list of Mom's 18 starts and the list of my 18 starts and matched them up. So, like, for example, I'm not going to give everything away.
No, don't give everything away.
I'm not going to give everything away. But, so, for example, I'll give 2 examples. So, here's the easy one. So, one of Mom's starts is, if you guys remember, she got the pumpkins kit from Lenarte.
Yeah, it was a big kit.
Yep. And then I matched that with one of my starts is Autumn Bird by Satsuma Street. And we matched those together because they're both autumn themed.
Get it? Autumn.
Right. And then Mom is going to be doing the North Woods by Ink Circles.
Right.
And I'm going to be doing the Little Red Riding Hood by Prairie Schooler. We matched those up because they're both in the woods.
Both in the woods.
Get it? So, then I'm going to hold it back so you can't read it. This is my Excel spreadsheet.
Excel.
Obviously.
Need anything put in Excel?
Call me.
Call her.
So then once we had them all matched up, and this, right. I have to give so much credit to Heather, because me and her sat together, she came to the shop on Friday, but I was like kind of telling her what I was doing, and she was like, I'll help. So after we picked out which matched with which, for whatever reason, you know how there's like national days every single day of the year?
Like Blueberry Pie Day.
Right, or like,
Hug a Tree Day.
Correct, right.
That kind of thing.
Right. So we Googled that calendar. And then there's like multiple holidays for every single day of the year. So then we just went through and we picked one for each day. And then we put the projects in order. So I will just tell you. So that pumpkins and the autumn bird, the connection is that they're both autumn themed, and that is National Bird Day.
Get it?
That's the 4th. And then that woods thing. Okay, so the 16th of May, she's doing North Woods by Ink Circles. I'm doing Little Riding Hood by Prairie Schooler. The connection between the two pieces is the woods, and that is National Love a Tree Day.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. They were having the best time at the end of the table.
So we went through and we did that
on Friday.
The first 18 days of May. So it's nice that we have an entire schedule. Everything is ready to go. We haven't really decided what we're going to do exactly for Mania, whether we're going to make short videos every single day or whether we're going to, I don't know what we're going to do yet.
We got time.
But we got time.
Right.
So, yeah.
So I thought that would be fun to tell you what we did, what the girls did on Friday at the shop was kind of, yeah.
It was super fun.
So really the only thing left for us to do, aside from figuring out how we're going to video everything, is to just double check each of our 18 projects. Mm-hmm. And if we've matched up the fabric to make sure that it's cut down to the dimensions that we want.
Shit,
we need to we need to do that, which won't take us long. And how we're going to more or less kind of keep them all organized. Right. So anyway, that's looking way ahead into the future.
Way ahead, like 6 weeks.
Way ahead. Anyway, we don't know what we're having for dinner, but we know what we're doing in 6 weeks.
We do. Valid point.
Because that's how we roll.
Very good.
So with that, we're going to wrap it up.
Under an hour.
We're under an hour. We thought we'd cut you guys some slack.
Yeah, you're putting up with it.
Because you have lives, you don't,
Whatever, they love it. They love it, don't you?
And we love you back.
Right. Valid point. So with that,
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching.